All right. What's up, guys? Back from my mini vacation. Ready to go. We got Twilio leading our actionable list today. By the time that thing gets moving, Pays just won't stop. This guy just has been on fire. Just nonstop for Pays. Roku even. Roku rocking out of that 50-day bounce play from last week, if you guys remember. Atlassian new highs. EPAM. Gap and go. Look at that. That's beautiful. ISG looking fairly bullish. IIPR coming back. MJ up a little bit. Tilray not so much. Hey, what's up, Eli? I've been on vacation. What's up, Rob? Yeah, it was pretty good, man. It was weird not getting up and doing markets every day, I gotta say. It was a little bit weird. I overslept. I was tired most of the time. That overslept tired is kind of worse than the underslept tired a little bit. Illumina. Kind of never really getting going. Looks like I may try to cross something today. We'll have to see. I agree, man. That's why I don't take them. Ouya is not looking too bad. Kind of a large cup and handle there. AMD looked pretty good. Yeah, AMD looked really good. We had it bouncing off the 50-day and that trend line a while back, and it's been just a very boring move up, and now, as of yesterday, we started jumping again. So, yeah, AMD's been one of those that didn't get going initially. Never really shook you out. Only dropped about 5 or 6%. Could have withheld that if you wanted to. Again, never breached the 50-day. There's a couple of them like that have come back. Pays is up huge again. So Pays, we had this little shakeout over here. So that was my trade on Pays right there. And if I would have held that, I'd have been doing much better than I am today. Let me go. Stocks. Let me go check out my stuff. Did make some moves yesterday. Bought some Square yesterday on a huge pocket pivot breakout from a something base. Kind of a sideways action for a few weeks out of a longer term trend line. So let's see if that's going to work out. Riot Blockchain, man, I hate this company. I just freaking hate it. Bitcoin's on a tear and Riot is like, F you. I don't want nothing to do with it. I should just buy some GBTC and get it over with. Looks like Tesla's up 2%. That's not bad. Yeah, Riot's like the worst thing I've ever seen. You look at one thing that is correlated to, it's rocking, this thing's not. It's like, what the F? Just move. Look at that. So there's Riot. It's basically the inverted chart of GBTC. I think Ride is the short for GBTC. I think what they're doing is mining Bitcoins and just giving them to the homeless people. They're giving the homeless people paper wallets with Bitcoin. They're like, what do I do with this? And then they throw it away. Ooh, NIO. Is that a... Oh, that's a moving average. Okay. That was a gap up in price up here for a second. I'm like, wait a minute. A line... a little bit of volume down here. We need to find some more stocks like Pays. We need to find more stocks like Pays. Everyone keep a lookout. NASDAQ stocks under, let's just say under $10 that have already gone up 400% in the past 24 months. Sounds pretty interesting. Chegg started exploding while I was gone. Look at that the other day. I'm not quite sure why, but yeah, there wasn't any news. It just started rocking on massive volume and going to continue today, so CRISPR's been a very slow mover. Oh, I'm back on Chegg somehow. Working, but just this thing pops like once every month or so. Gives you most of your gains and just kind of chops around. EPAM. EPAM. Remember that base we were watching? Yeah, look at that now. Boom. Beautiful tight little base. Broke out. Oh, Amazon. And what the hell is that thing doing today? Yeah, I did see that yesterday. Actually, this thing's so high priced, I didn't even have enough cash in my account to buy a single option. Let me look at it today. Look at that volume this morning. Maybe we'll get that. Maybe we'll get a higher volume move today, which will be a breakout day. Yesterday was the breakout day. This is your technical breakout point for Amazon, and the volume didn't quite meet breakout criteria, but it was above average, which is good. Yeah, I've been loosely talking about this large cup and handle for a while now. Then IBD started talking about it the past week or so as well. And it's always good when you notice something, then you see it on IBD. That's always a good feeling. So yeah, Amazon could be, we'll see if it's a fairly quick run. I've got 20% here at 23.76 for Amazon. Question is, how long is it going to take to get there? Maybe try to wait for a pullback to enter on this one, as it will likely have one. And if you give it to the end of the year, you're doing pretty good. This is a very well trending stock, so you got about 130% for a myriad of options. 140% if you go way out of the money, but you don't need to do that. Yeah, see, I still can't buy the one I want to. I have to close more positions. Decisions. But yeah, so maybe we'll get up Amazon on a pullback. They also mentioned the other day Disney. So Disney still hasn't broken out from this pattern, but look at that, wedging right into it again. This is pretty cool. I don't mind this at all. Well, that's a good way to be shaken off. Okay, Disney looks like 143.51 right there. That's a little bit more affordable if you don't have a ton of cash. Problem is they have earnings coming up. Looks like in about a month. Apple. Look at that NASDAQ, 1%. I do have to say, I was trading yesterday morning, and I was looking at the market yesterday morning. I made like one or two moves, like I said, about Square, but nice reversal day for the NASDAQ yesterday. It started the day coming off pretty low, and then it just started rising back, and then we went out and did some stuff, and I looked at my phone later in the evening. It was up like 1%. I'm like, wow, what a good day. And then today, follow through with the Fed chair, I guess, being dovish on rate cuts. I do say I don't like this market where we're bearish when they don't cut rates. That just kind of pisses me off. So the market's just running on free money now. Okay. Screw earnings, screw all that. Free money is where it's at. All right, let's get down to the actionable list. Pays leads the actionable list, unfortunately. Most of us got out of that one. I know I did. Match.com. This thing looks pretty interesting. I kind of like this little base right here. Look at this weekly chart for Match. Looks really good. Nice sideways consolidation. About 8 weeks or so. Today trying to break an early trend line. And we'll see what happens. Volume isn't tremendous. I'd like to see more volume step into this thing. What's taking it on the chin today? KG. Very choppy here as of late. At least on the daily chart. Kind of all over the place. Goes up, goes lower, goes higher. You don't like that. You like to see things nice and concise, nice and tight. A good example of that is Match.com. That's pretty tight right there. Lower high, lower low, that's to be expected. And then here's basically an even double bottom. And then you have another, here's a lower high. Here's still yet a lower high here. Now we break trend here. Hopefully this will continue. That's ideally what you like to see. KG, very loose over here. Also loose over here too. It did pop up, but no major run. Ouya right there looking okay. IPR taking it down a little bit. Etsy not looking bad. As Etsy comes lower here, maybe look to take a position off a trend line or something. Even if it gets down towards here. If it gets down here again, that could be a nice pickup point for Etsy. I think I'm going to look to do more of these lower supportive pickups. They've been working really well for me. My Roku trade was one of those, if you guys remember that from the other day. I bought Roku on that 50-day bounce. That was a great trade. I got like 150% out of that one. I did close it out yesterday in the morning on that sell-off. It did come right back, but, is what it is. I'm not going to scoff at 150% gain. So I'm going to try to do some more of those. We'll see how the market reacts. But wow, 1.25% now for the NASDAQ. I look around the market and we're way up here. Pretty cool. TQQQs are doing well. Twilio's doing well. Oh yeah, Twilio 1.69%. This is another one that I bought off the 50-day down here. Just remember on a channel bounce, we were looking at those a while back. I tried Roku out of a channel bounce. That one didn't quite work. This one I ended up buying lower here. Did have to wait a week or so. And then now we're getting up here. This could be a potential profit-taking opportunity as we're up here towards distributive points. That's pretty high volume right there as well. I don't know. May have to ditch that guy. I'm up pretty good on it. Nothing wrong with taking profits. Give it a little bit of space and we'll see what happens. But I really like these kind of pullback buys. It's not something I've been good at in the past, but crypto is kind of, I would say, give me a little more confidence to do some of these moves, especially in something like Twilio. If you remember, It's just kind of coming up and down and up and down and up and down. Now it's back up. And you can see up here all these reversal days at the tops. And this could easily be one of them. We're only up here where we've closed or even wicked up into territory here. Like I said, I'm up pretty good. So wouldn't feel horrible taking profits up there. Tilray's one that hasn't worked out so well. This was kind of I don't even know what this was. It wasn't even really a pullback buy. But we're getting supported by the 50 days, so give this a little more time. $1.25 on the NASDAQ now. And Twilio back up there, 1.89%. See if that can keep going. Tilray needs another 4 or 5% pocket pivot day up here to kind of keep some momentum alive. So Snap appears to be there we go. So Snap appears to be kind of elevated, also in somewhat of a channel. It's kind of hard to... There's a lot of price action going on right there. So maybe in another channel for Snap, we'll see if it's able to get lower. You can pick some up around the 50-day towards the bottom of this trend line. Maybe play that for a nice little bounce. Looks like Square's making its way back up a little bit. Look at that day yesterday. Beautiful day on Square yesterday. I couldn't believe it when I saw it. I'm like, oh, I better jump on this thing. And so far working out pretty good out of this nice consolidation. Look at the low volume too. Obviously, some of that's due to holidays, but and not all of it. Bouncing above the 200-day and the 50-day. We crossed over here, chopped around, and we may get another cross of the 50 and the 200-day here in the near future. We'll see. Earnings are coming up, it looks like, for Square on 8/1, so that's plenty of time to make some moves. Yeah, you got about 3 weeks. That's nice. Right there, trying to get over yesterday's highs. If that can keep going, I'm not going to complain. And Roku's even 0.56, I guess, was up higher earlier. What's today? Tuesday or Wednesday? I don't even know what freaking day it is. Wednesday. IB list may or may not be viable anymore. That list changes pretty quickly. Micron up 6% today? What? Look at that volume. That's great. Look at this on the long-term chart. You got here in the weekly a high or low. You're looking at over here to break out. It did not. A pullback underneath all the moving averages, so kind of hard to bottom by this one. Although it did have a nice low consolidation. Could have bought it on the gap out on earnings right there. We didn't really talk about it a lot, but even if you bought it at the close of the day, you'd still be up 18%. This is a beautiful move. Look at that volume stepping in there. 3 days of just really nothing selling volume. Of course, that's right around the 4th of July holiday as well. And then, boom, getting back with it this week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. A little bit extended to get involved right now, but I don't know what you would consider that. Wouldn't be a double bottom. Wouldn't be a flat base. That's way too deep for anything. So it's just setting up its base right now, whatever it's going to be next. But Micron looking like it's coming back with some fire in its belly. Bida, look at the 5-minute chart. Boom. Looks like they just solved the internet. It's a China name, if you guys aren't familiar with Bida. Maybe trying to break out of a trend line right there. This thing has been in a perpetual downtrend. Hard to say it's going to really start running here. But it is near super lows. I don't know what the impetus is for this to start getting jumpy. JP Morgan changing some ratings. Yeah, I don't know. Don't trust anything they put out. Hard to read that with any confidence. Our buddy MJ yesterday, although I will say, this is really good volume in beta, so I don't know if you want to have any. I mean, where do you think this thing could go? Jump up to 16 maybe? From 11, that's a pretty good jump. 15.5, 40%. Maybe put you in line with this 200-day moving average. But it'd have to really get going. You see some China, NIO is a China name up here at the top. BIT is a China name. Not sure what else. C-Trip, I think, is a China name. Cisco, really good at this one for a while. What's this guy doing? Okay, back up towards the highs again. Maybe Cisco's back in play. Lots and lots of stocks right here kind of waiting to break out. Some are already broken out. Cisco has not yet. Pretty good volume today. Yesterday was close to average. So this isn't much better than yesterday, if at all. Regardless. Oh no, could start breaking out. It's very tight up here. Have a series of higher lows. Pretty flat top here. We're right at the breakout point, it looks like. Or at least getting really close to it. And according to IBD standards, we'd have a new breakout point at 58.25. Tesla 2.64%. Tesla, I don't know. We'll see if it's out of the doldrums. It may be done going lower like altogether. Unless we get a crazy, what's earnings coming up here? 731. Yeah, this thing could gap up pretty huge on earnings if shorts aren't already covering. See what Finviz has to say about their short ratio. %31%? Oh my gosh. Wow, talk about a squeeze up to 300. I think that would happen. 3.65 days to cover on Tesla, although that seems a little low. $40 billion market cap has come down considerably. Could argue it has a long way to come down to 46 forward PE ratio. Gross margins only 18%. Eee, that's brutal. That's brutal. Brutal, brutal, brutal. Let's check out some daily movers. We found some good ones on this one before. Let's go check it out. HLIT MDR McDermott Industries. I believe this is copper. They have a big building here in Phoenix. Over the 200-day moving average, looks like with volume so far. Over recent highs. I'm not sure what the commodity copper is doing. Also, maybe trying to eclipse some highs on this MACD. So MDR, if you guys are interested in looking at a copper play. Copper and something else. I forget what the something else is, obviously. Micron's up there. Overstock. Wow. Haven't heard this name in a while. Back down here at $10, got up to 18. Really nice volume. Not too bad on the sell-off yesterday. Breaking the 200-day for the first time in a very long time, it looks like. Where's our 40-week? Right there was the last time we broke. And this was obviously a different type of a base setup, kind of very low and slow, but we broke that. Here's your 40-week moving average. And the 10-day when they crossed up, We had a tremendous rally in Overstock, 300% for no apparent reason. And so far we don't have those moving averages crossing yet, but could be first sign. Look at this accumulation. Look at the volume here at the lows the past 3 weeks. Let's keep an eye on this. Very intriguing stock chart. Very good volume signatures. I think I wonder if my VA tool would be happy. Yeah, 2 hour likes it. See what the daily says. Yeah, they're kind of moving up together. Kind of right at a potential breakdown point with that trend line. INS probably too far off a bottom to bounce. Let's check out INS. Yeah, I wouldn't consider a bounce play today. It looks like actually this morning or yesterday afternoon on this little cup, very small cup setup, that could be good. Bounce off the 50-day is good. This is good. Volume today looks fine, I think, unless that was yesterday's. No, that's this morning, so that's good. Wow, up 7% for INS. Oh, nice. Yeah, it's pretty elevated. I mean, it's up 7% today. I think the better buy would have been the buy off this trend line right there, off of that volume. Even as it pulled back here, you had a couple days to buy it down here. And then maybe this day you would have actually pulled triggers on 7.5. Yeah, I'm not sure if I would pull triggers up here. You could just maybe make it a smaller position. Hey, what's up, Nick? Yeah, you know what? I don't mind 10%, to be honest with you. I don't care. I mean, it's your account. Do what you want to do. However, figure out however much risk you want to take. That's up to you. But no, I don't think 10% is too bad. Now, I will say the one thing about Bitcoin that sucks is that it's only open during market hours, and Bitcoin likes to move whenever the hell it feels like it. So you are putting a little bit of risk out there that if it, let's say we do get up to 20,000, it happens on a Friday at 6 p.m. You're a little SOL with this guy. So take that into consideration. So maybe 10's a little heavy considering that. But I mean, this thing could double from here easily. Well, almost double. Bitcoin's at what, 13,000? I think we're probably on a rocket ship ride to 20. So you're looking, whatever this, unless the fever comes back and this does actually, yeah. So 16 to 32. It would pretty much be in line with this chart. Not really mad at that. I really wish there was a way to hedge this, though, in some way, shape, or form. Just, again, due to the volatility and the 24-hour nature of the underlying asset for GBTC. So, 10% is probably the most I would go, I think, though. If you wanted to do more than that, I think what you would do, Nick, is you would do a self-directed Roth IRA, in which case you can invest in whatever you want. And you could just own Bitcoin on Coinbase in a separate account for that portion of your Roth IRA. And I haven't even done that yet, so I'm not quite sure how to pull triggers on that one. Do not resuscitate. We've seen this guy before. Timas. Hello, Timas. Look at you, choppily going higher. Very choppily. PAGS. What is PAGS? It's an interesting chart. Way extended, though. Not much to do there. Sprint's following us. There's that interesting chart on TSM. SBGL weekly chart on this thing looks pretty interesting. Little cup and handle looks like. This looks like a V bottom off the 200-day. It's coming right back up. Not sure what this is. SBGL. Sabane Gold Limited. South African mining company. It looks like 3 billion market cap. Gross margin 4.6%. PE of 3. And I like playing some of these gold ones. Speaking of gold, I haven't looked at that at all. What's GLD doing? Did we get a pullback? We did get a pullback. Right there, and we've been kind of hanging out here down a little bit lower. XRP's turned into a stable coin. It's pretty close. XRP gets stable before it explodes, and it kind of explodes out of nowhere. But you do have like a first base usually you can try to get in on. And get in on after that first base, it's fine. UNIX, SB, okay, let's get through these before they... What's that thing? AAL, American Airlines Group, being held down by the 200-day moving average here, just being held straight down. Maybe could have a run at some point. Maybe get one good run out of this thing. I'm not sure if this would be considered a spike low, but it's down here to levels that it hasn't. 2014 is the last time we had, or I should say the first time we came down and had a spike low, with a range up here in the 56 level. Although you can see last time it took it like frickin' year and a half to get up to highs. So I don't know if you even want to do this thing for a year and a half to get back up towards 60, but I think that may also coincide with oil prices. So if oil's rallying, that may be a hard play there for American Airlines. But it's always fun to look. Let's look. I want to look. Looking's free. So let's see. Let's say we get to the top-ish here. Say 54. And going out to 1/15/2021. Now I do want to go out. I see how you are. So that would be that for a trend line. That'd be that for a trend line, and definitely not worth the potential reward. Only 300%. Rob, I think that was a pretty good use of that phrase. Pretty good. I'll take it. Wrap it up. I'll take it. All right, a few more red on my chart today. Roku up here, Tilray up here, Twilio still holding on okay. EPAM looks like dropped down a little bit, I think. Oh, no, not much at all. That was up at 2%. A little bit more red on the chart here. Looks like the NASDAQ pausing. 1.13 back into recent highs. This may be all-time highs for NASDAQ. It is all-time highs for NASDAQ. We were right there. So it looks like today we're clearing. Yeah, so yeah, these were all-time highs. Then now we're all-time highs here again. So good stuff. Yeah, pretty good stuff right there. So market's healthy. Be patient with it. Let it work itself out, and we'll all make some money. Take some trades off the table. As Roku comes down again, like yesterday morning came down. This one bounced back a little bit and a bit lighter volume. It looks like today it's comfortable getting lower. Let's get back to that Twilio trade and see how that's faring. And it still hasn't really bounced back. We came back, failed a higher high. Now we're coming back and testing the lows. I don't want to be too quick on triggers, but this is a pretty good profit-taking opportunity. This is probably about where I thought it would go to, too. I usually go to the top of the trend line, but I'll take 3/4 of the way there. That's not bad. I could close half of it. I got 2 of them. $40% cash. You need to get back into something. Yeah, I'm about 40% cash in my options part of my account, but I've been trying to find a way into Amazon. I mean, this is a pretty, it's hard to ignore this chart pattern in this stock as it's breaking out. It's really difficult to ignore that. So if you can find a way to get into Amazon, the only barrier is its price right now. I don't have enough cash. I'd have to close out quite a few of my trading positions. I could close part of my TQQQ out, but I guess I could do that. That would give me more cash. I don't know. I'll have to mull that over, but I could close out my Riot trade at a whopping up 99%, but stupid. This thing's stupid. I should just close it out just to get it off of my book so I don't have to look at it ever again. And then once I do, it'll rocket to the moon. And then I'll have $300. Whoop-de-doo. Ameren started rallying, kind of failed up here at the highs. When's my Twilio expire? The 20s. Only have a couple more weeks on it. Yeah, maybe I'll just close it. I'll just close my Twilio. All right, I closed Twilio. Good trade. See what I ended up making. %68. Not bad. Yeah, I'm trying to going back to practice taking profits instead of just, holding these things in perpetuity. Doesn't make any sense. Yeah, it's doing good. I've closed out 3-4 good profitable trades. Had closed out 2 losers, and I'm making gains. So that's the name of the game. That's the name of the game. I don't need to be greedy and wait for that extra 3-4%. Like I said, could be a topping day here for Twilio. It's had a nice little bounce up off of the lows. That's really all I wanted from it. Roku as well. Like I said, I closed that one the other day, or yesterday actually. I did close it lower down here in the morning, kind of like I closed Twilio. It could bounce back, but Doesn't matter to me. Pays pulling all the way back. Where is it? Still up 1%. Yeah, don't be mad if you. Well, I don't think you've got Pays raw, but you can't be mad at Pays in these situations. I mean, it's just on fire. I don't remember exactly what my Pays play was. I had this to December, and I think it was to go to. No, I don't have it on here. I think it was to go to 25. Wherever my target was to 25, and it was like 400% or something. It was, I actually think it was like 700%. Something stupid like that. Yeah, sometimes I'm not as patient as I should be. The Twilio trade I only had for another 2 weeks, so that could easily do nothing for 2 weeks and lose a lot of time value. And I had it at 196. Oh, no. That was the sell. I had it at 102. So it's worth more than that now. So Pays December 15. Yeah, see, I'd be up 200% right now. I had it at 102. I'm close. I'm basically at $3. Looks like Square resting a little bit today. And Tilray slightly positive. I don't know. Let me just close out of this. I bought Tilray the other day. It moved a little bit lower here. I wasn't there when it moved, so I was kind of letting it play out. I don't know. Probably should just close it. Yeah, Rob, you can't be emotional about these things. They're not doing anything to you. They're just moving. So it's kind of like, I don't know if you've got kids, but it's kind of like watching someone do something, like your son, and you have son or daughter, and you've got a say in it, kind of, right? You can be like, don't touch that, don't do that, but it's really up to them what they do. So try not to be mad. I mean, really, when you're mad at yourself. And that's the thing. You've got to take everything in trading more personally than you do some things in life. Trading is a very, very personal thing. It's all about how I approach the market. It's about how I handle these situations, you know. It's not the fact that IIPR didn't move without me. I saw it here. I just didn't buy it. If you remember when this move started, and I was really pissed off. So it just goes with the territory. We get to make the decisions. We're just observers and participants. Oh, okay, 3 and 5. Oh, that's awesome, Rob. Yeah, I've got 5 and 8. B and B. B and B. So, yeah, it's great. I'm killing Tilray. It didn't do what I expected to do. So, peace out, Tilray. And now I'm back to mostly cash. I feel kind of bad about that. Like I should be in a couple more things still. Oh, it's global watch list. There's the actionable list. Where's that new one we just added a little bit ago? We pulled it up from the bench there. What was it? Oh, it's OSTK. Right? Isn't it? Yeah, where are you, Overstock? 4.26? Huh? Oh. What? Alright, I must have deleted it somehow. Yeah, I don't mind Overstock down here. Maybe trying to find a way to get into it. I mean, it has had some massive runs. Obviously, here's a bit of a later run out of the major bear market from the 2000s. This is 2002, and then had a little mini run here, had another large run here, and there's lots of volume that stepped in here. I'm not sure if they had a reverse stock split or exactly what happened, but then all the way back down here. I don't know. We'll have to see. IBD had a cloud stock the other day that I was interested in. Let's go see if we can find it. PAG's doing okay. Let's look at PAGs and VEEV. Oh, very vertical. VEEV's also too vertical. Okay. This is stupid. Fed Chief Powell raises hopes for multiple rate cuts. Dow Jones hits record high. We're just betting for more money. That's all we're betting for. They say Facebook cleared a buy point on Tuesday. Oh yeah, cup and handle right there as well. How's the volume? Also a little bit light. Amazon still holding right up there. This thing's not giving anything up. Oh, they changed their Investors Business Daily changed their plugin for their news. Now it's a scrollable thing. All right, where's the news that I saw the other day? What's the Presidential Leadership Index? Huh. Anyway. Yeah, they were looking at cloud security. That's the sector. Here's an article, Eli, about your CRWD, buddy. Although it looks like it's down. I guess this was the other day. So it does have an IPO base fee to buy off of, which is down here at 79.89. Yeah, I don't like KG. It's not behaving well. Very low volume for a long time now. Lots of choppy action on the low volume. I don't like that. Not a huge fan. Not a huge fan at all. There's Intuit on a breakout if you guys are looking for a breakout. Intuit with potential. We also have Amazon and Facebook breaking out as well. Oh, Zscaler, that's the one. I think this article has a bunch of other ones. There's like five cybersecurity stocks. Let's check out Zscaler. Now this is an interesting one. Whoops. The hell is that? That's scary. I'm scared, Dad. All right, so Zscaler right there looks like they had a 94 out of 99 composite rating, 15 out of 197 industry group, ascending base pattern. Buy point's at 82, so still above the buy point. Looks like they're doing cybersecurity on Microsoft Office stuff. Oh, sorry, Rob. What you got there, buddy? THCX. Sorry, I'm on my other screen, which is to the left, and chat's way over here to the right. Sometimes I miss a few things. News blip that says cannabis ETF to start trading on TH. It's just an ETF. I don't know if it's going to be any different than MJ. It's not. I mean, THCX. I don't know. Weird ticker symbol. Look, the whole marijuana sector's kind of been in a slump lately, so I don't know if a new fandangled ETF is going to get the thing going again. Yeah, so Nick, the self-directed Roth IRA. So you know how you have an IRA. So through your employer, you basically you can get a 401k. You can also get a Roth 401k if they provide it. You can get your own IRA. You can have a Roth IRA. A self-directed IRA is just a way where you can invest in non-traditional securities. So it's something you have to set up. Like I said, I haven't done it, so I don't know exactly how to set it up. You have to do some Googling and research. Just Google how to set up a self-directed Roth IRA, and it'll give you a few pointers. Last time I looked into it about a year ago regarding Bitcoin, they said it was iffy in regards to buying Bitcoin in a self-directed. I don't know what that was regarding. I don't remember, but you can take a look at that. Levi. Rocketing. Getting rocked on earnings. Oh, I read rocketing. Well, how's it good? Estimated was 18. Actual was 7. Doesn't look like rocking it to me. Yeah, it's an IPO base. So you got your high here at 24.5. 24.6 would be your potential entry point. It tried rallying right before earnings, as you can see here, and stalled out. So there's really not much to do here. I don't think there's much at all to do here. Maybe if it starts rounding back up or something, you can be interested. But I wouldn't really touch it right now. Lots of other nice stocks out there. As my list gets pretty red, Twilio to 0.74% now. May be putting in that stalling day, that topping day after all. Tilray deeper in the red. Roku down 1% now. Looks like it's starting to distribute after that bounce off the 50-day. Oh, Fidelity said earnings were better than expected. It's all good. Never know. So yeah, maybe we only get 2 days of rally this time around. I don't know. AMRN giving up a little bit more. BIDA holding really strong this morning. Look at that move, holding little consolidation here, holding nice and tight on the daily chart. Definitely broke that trend line. Looks like last time we looked at it, it was below it or right at it. Definitely broke the 200-day, definitely broke the trend line. Volume's going to be huge today. Just huge today. This thing could go up another 5, 6, 7% today. You never know. Unless the market just rolls right over, then it'll probably go with it. Usually if the market rolls over, these early high flyers can't sustain. Some can, but I'm not sure for the Chinese stocks if they're going to be able to do it. INS, Micron, TMAS. Carvana looking nice. Let's throw this back on the actionable list. I wish I could right click and say add to list. Can I do that? Oh, I can. Bam, look at that. Fantastic. VMW. No. Cisco looks pretty actionable. Haha, I like that feature. Paylocity. Newer on a pullback. Well, it's already bounced quite a bit. There we go. Let's get some light in this room. It's too dark. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here after I finish kind of walking through this list here. DocuSign, not looking too bad, actually, as long as it can kind of maintain this general trend. DocuSign could come back. It's held pretty tight. You do have a shakeout here on earnings, but it bounced back quite nicely. So I'm not really super mad at DocuSign. I'm not sure what the numbers say on it. Maybe we'll look at that one tomorrow. Somebody remind me to look at that one tomorrow. PayPal, new high. Ridiculous. 3 weeks tight? It doesn't look like it. Although definitely supported by the 50-day moving average. This thing gets by the 50-day, bounces up, gets under the 50-day, bounces up, gets by the 50-day, bounces up. So already had several tests of the 50-day. IIPR crossing a trend line late yesterday. Volume declining as it holds really tight. That's pretty bullish. That's good. I'm not mad at that at all. No 3 weeks tight, just a consolidation. This one could have a secondary opportunity. IIPR. So it does have some options. It's been pretty volatile, so it'll probably have a lot of premium built into it. I guess you would maybe consider this a measured move. Oh, look at that. Hit that nail on the head pretty much, huh? You may be getting up to the 187 level on a measured move. Holy bejesus. That's some huge percentage gain if that happens in 37 days. Or a huge loss if it doesn't. This one's not too bad. $12 a day. And that one's not too bad. 136 break even point. This one I think we already have on the actionable list, IIPR. Yeah, there it is. Getting over the trend line there is pretty good. So give it a little bit of time, see if it shows some more momentum. Beyond, what are you doing there in a like maybe a flat base? 31%, so this would be a cup and handle or double bottom. I think this would actually be your IPO base too. So 201.88 for Beyond Meat. Not looking shabby, not looking too bad. Huh. IAC not bad here. Flat base. Looks like a base on base pattern. 13%, that qualifies for a flat base. This is your handle and a cup and handle. Yep, and so this is a base on base pattern for IAC. That's pretty good if it can move. Did get supported by the 200-day and the 10-week moving average right there. MACD kind of oscillating down into very flatness. Same with the volume. Volume's kind of timid. I have some above average volume days here. This largest one being your low day here. Shoot. That was your low day. Then it kind of started coming right back. A little bit of selling right there. Very weak volume on the drift up. I don't like that so much. Okay, well, if this thing pops in the future, let me know. ABC. PKG may have found a bottom. Maybe. Definitely not as happy. NASDAQ down to 0.84%, so a little bit of profit taken as we hit the top of these Bollinger Bands. Looks like that's at least for the NASDAQ, this Bollinger Band appears to be pretty good. This was a pretty extreme uptrend where we kind of were above it the entire time. That's not bad. This one's selling off a little bit as we get towards it. Here, and here as well, and now here as well. Holding above the middle line, though, is pretty good. Not too mad at that. AMED, look at this base this thing's forming. What is this thing? It is home nursing services through home health care centers and 84 hospice centers in 38 states. So if you want to profit off old people dying, this is the stock for you. Just went to go, if I didn't tell you guys, went to go visit my great-grandpa who's turning 100 years old 3 days ago. We were there for his birthday. It was awesome. He was there many times. And lots of fun. So kind of have a weird feeling about these types of for-profit nursing home centers. His is a non-profit, and so is the one my dad is in right now. It's not a nursing home, but it's a CCRC, which is something new. If you guys haven't looked into that and you're in the U.S., look up a CCRC. It's basically a retirement community that kind of lets you live your own life, and look for a non-profit one. So this is for-profit nursing homes and retirement centers. Doesn't mean we can't trade on it, but just kind of wish the for-profit ones didn't exist. I think something like this should be not-for-profit. Anytime you're caring for people. Yeah, anyway. Anyway, got a downtrend here. Looks like a 200-day and a 50-day moving average. The death cross right there. Death cross. Doesn't mean a whole lot to me. I don't know. It's okay. I do like the general basing structure though. I just want to see some momentum on the right side, which we don't have yet. There's service now again. LAD. Very aggressive off of that trend line. Fortinet. Hey, Fortinet, how are you doing? I think we saw you since you bounced out of that low. Looks like you've since taken out your 50-day moving average yesterday. Look at that. And your 200-day moving average. Huh. Yeah, still not very interested. And ABMD. One of these low and slow movers. Well, it's not moving, but it's low and slow. Not moving yet. Stalled out the other day at the trend line, if you guys recall. And so far, it's been very flat. So I'm not super mad at ABMD down here. Looks like definitely has some support down there at the 225 level. About 13%. Maybe sell some puts under that, under the 225. That could be advantageous. So, all right, guys. Well, I'm going to get out of here. Have a good day. See you guys later in crypto. If you're in crypto, otherwise I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks, Rob. Yeah, apparently we're some long-living prats. The may account for. I was kind of a late bloomer growing up. I didn't really fully grow a beard till I was like late 20s, and even that was splotchy. So I don't know. Maybe we're just ripen later and die later. Who knows? All right, guys. But yep, I'm gonna get out of here. Market's kind of taking it down a little bit. 0.91. Still a good day nonetheless. Looks like we're gonna have good volumes. Hopefully we can maintain above like 0.75. I think that would be good. Hanging up above that close would be best, but we'll see if it's able to do that. Amazon's looking good. Facebook's breaking out as well. So you guys have a couple of really good options for some longer term swing trades at this particular point in time. These are huge stocks, and if the market's looking healthy, which it looks like it is, I would almost say even if the Fed did something not so hawkish, we would probably still continue the way a lot of these charts are looking. So I'd say Amazon looks a little better than Facebook, but personal opinion on that one. All right, guys. See you tomorrow. Have a good day. Bye-bye.